Hi, Shorty. Hey, I think, I think I got the days of the week down. And now watch, I can't say them anymore. Sinchi, Sinchi C, Sinchi R, Sinchi Sun, Sinchi Su. Uh, yeah, now I can't remember. Sinchi Su, Sinchi Wu, Sinchi Liu, and Sinchi Ur. Right? That's Sunday. I don't know if I'm saying them right, so you have to tell me. Not just tell me, but oh yeah, tell me. So here I am, sitting outside. Gosh, let me show you what I am doing, which I am so frustrated with this. But anyway, here I'll go like this. Gas cans, parts, tools, engines. I am having everything, even in this truck. The radiator leaks down there. I tell you, I think this business that I'm doing, this Blades of Green, is cursed. I should have quit, when I had a chance. I originally, back in January, here, back in January, I had a buyer for this business, and they had my cards, anyway, all my records and everything. And so I figured I was going to be out from underneath this thing. But what happened was at the last minute, when that COVID-19 hit, the person backed out. I don't blame them, but yeah, it left me 2 months behind schedule because I had to all of a sudden come up with, I'm going to sit on the tailgate of the truck. It left me having to try to figure out everything. And it also made it so a third of my customers, because we couldn't get supplies, because it was all made in China, a third of my customers, the ones that carry me through from round to round and through the end of the year, I couldn't do them because I couldn't get the supplies for them. All I could do was the ones that had already prepaid, and I had already paid for those supplies that I had ordered earlier, and that I'd ordered in January. And so now I'm just scraping by with nothing, and then I'm having all these problems with the truck, the radiator leaking, the two different big engines that I had on this truck. I want to show you. All of a sudden quit. One quit, and then I put another one on that I had on my welding generator. And they're these big engines. They're 13 horsepower. I don't know what that is equivalent to in cc's. But anyway, I don't know if you can see this. But these are, heavy 100-pound engines. And there's the other one over there tilted backwards. And there's my welding generator that one of these originally ran. And they both quit. And so then I was going to have some of these little engines, two of them, to run the pumps. And here's my truck and the hoses, 300 feet, whatever that's equivalent to each. And so I get this puny little engine on the back right now. And it runs that pump. And this pump that is in charge of the keeping the stuff in solution in this big tank isn't hooked to anything. But I was thinking, you know, this thing turns pretty easy. Maybe I could put 2 pulleys on that engine and it would still work. That's about a 6 horsepower engine. Oh, I don't even know what that amounts to. Oh, who knows what that is? 6 horsepower. That's probably about a 200 cc displacement engine. Displaces that each time the piston comes up. So I am having joy. Joy. Hey, that almost sounds Chinese. Joy. All right. So, and then this thing here, this van, which my wife gave to me, or registered to my name, it just quits. The turn signals quit. Just after she gives it to me, and I cannot find where that part is. The flasher unit, it's just, I can hear it, I can't find it. Then there's this wreck, this red truck. It was a good truck till I got rear-ended, and now it's just kind of a piece of, you know what. Anyway, it's not very big, it's old. I bought it new in 1995, and that's good for hauling stuff around, but it's gutless, and it's just, you know, the thing's kind of wearing out. It kind of burns oil, and I don't know, Shorty. And here's the yard. Let's see, can you hear that crow? There's a crow way up there, and it's making crow sounds, or maybe a raven, or whatever it is. But every day in Salt Lake, it's blue sky, and it's dry. I mean, it is dry here. Compared to Scotland, this place is dry. See all those apples? Too bad they're not all that good. They're kind of tart. And wow, you know? I love coming back here. Okay, so I made you a video, 2 days ago? Anyway, I just wanted to show you my achievement. 7 days of the week. And I'm so pleased. I am so pleased that I got through 7 days of the week so far. Now I can start to make the combinations, and plus everything else, and hopefully by tomorrow I can make a video of me saying them, what you've taught me so far, and actually get through it. And then I can send in another cameo, and we can go to the next step. Look at the tree. I want to show you the tree now. See the colors? Fall is here, Shorty. It's funny, I sent you a tweet, and I don't know if I'm doing it right, because I looked for it and finally found it, and it was just kind of sitting somewhere. You know, I don't even know if you saw it. If it just got kind of pushed along somewhere and into some corner. So I'm just, oh, good grief. This has been a buggy year. This year, I've never been eaten alive like I've been eaten this year. I mean, it's like, God, mosquitoes. This is a desert. We have mosquitoes. Of course, we have the Great Salt Lake nearby. And I'm sure that's where they kind of, see, more colors up there. Some people have some pumpkins on their doorsteps, and they've decorated a bit, but I really don't know what to do this year with Halloween, COVID-19 and all that, and answering the door, and lots of kids, and unfortunately they don't take precautions. I just don't know. I don't know. I could talk to you all day, Shorty, but you got work to do. You've got so much to do. I don't know how you do it all, girl. You are amazing. And you are just amazing. So I think I'm going to be working in this neighborhood today, and then I'm probably going to go to another city. It's called Bountiful, Utah. It's quite a ways away, 30, 40 miles, I guess. I really need to convert everything to Celsius because everything is already on the metric system here. Everything you buy it's all in liters, and there's very little stuff left here that is, what do we call it? We call it SAE, just foot, inches and feet and all that stuff, and miles. I mean, that is an old system that is just, it's dead. And I don't know why we still use it. Just got used to it, I guess, but nobody uses it. I mean, yes, there isn't anything that's built uses inches and feet and SAE sizes. It's all metric. So, they should just do away with this inches and feet business. Sorry it's so bright. My phone's probably got dust all over it. I would just love to sit and talk and tell you a story where I'm going to be using Chinese and Scottish in my stories. It really puts a damper on me writing because it's hard. It's hard. And then I was listening to Osley a couple days ago, and she said, I just don't know what to do anymore. She said, I'm afraid I just have run out of content. I just don't know what to say or do or whatever. And so I sent her a message, and not that she would ever consider it. I said, well, I can always write you some stories. But I tell you, Shorty, the only person I want to write stories for is you. I've always done it since the very first ASMR anything. And I just have come accustomed to writing stories exclusively for you. And so I really, even though I offered to Osley that I would come up with some content, you know how I am. I'm fiercely loyal to you. And so I'm just not the one that wants to, now and then I'll write a little something, not a story, just a message, to Osley or to Shanny, sometimes Valeria. Who else? Gentle whispering. Just, the people even, what's his name, Matty Tingles. He seems like a fun guy. I'm wondering, I know you told me it doesn't matter how I dress or whatever. Do I? I struggle with this. is it okay for me to put jewelry on? Is it okay? I mean, I probably look like Jeffree Star. I'd love to be rich like Jeffree Star. But I have attracted the wrong crowd. And the people that are on my Instagram and stuff, and you told me you don't want to hear about it, and that's fine. They're not the type that would pay anything. They're not the type that subscribe. They're not the type that that would pay anything on Patreon. And so I just, it'd be so easy. If you were only on Patreon and you were only on YouTube, then I would have no need for Instagram, or luckily you're not on Facebook. That's another junky channel. And that brings up another point. That why am I talking? Okay, I'm just talking normal today. Brings up another point. The people on Facebook are locals around here. And then I get hearing some rumors, that people say that I'm sending them porn. I'm just like, what? What? I'm just like, come on, people. I'm the one that's like totally inept when it comes to the internet. And all these people, don't they know? Just don't click on it. Don't click on it. I don't put it on there. It's all these gals from Instagram that are all, you know what they are. And I don't think that's why when I see you on Instagram, I just cringe, because everybody that's messaging me from there, they're all, you know what I mean. They're all either naked, nude, scantily clothed. They all want money. Of course, everybody needs money. But you know what I mean. And I'm just like, come on. If you need money, get on some government subsidy program. Did I tell you that Evelyn, she spent $20,000, maybe more. I'm not even sure how much she spent, and went totally broke. She spent all of her money. She spent all of Nola and I's money. We even had her in a program that cost us $55,000 for 1 year. She's left me just broke. And she spends all of her friends' money. She's a freeloader. She's, you name it. She's done all that. And she went to bankruptcy court. And I thought, okay, finally, the judge will throw the book at her. This is like no care in the world. Just take advantage of everybody. And she's just mean as can be, treats us like garbage. I just don't know. Anyway, she went to bankruptcy court 2 days ago. Guess what? They let her off. They said, you're debt-free. Have a nice day. Now, how do you like that? Here I am, struggling. I'm not going to go to any bankruptcy court. I'll just keep going. All I care about is that I have enough money to pay you. Like I always said, my money, anything I make, I want to make sure that my dues are paid to you, Shorty. And maybe money has never been my focus, and you know that. And but I need enough to make it, and I sure wish I could land a really a job, a good job, you know. Doesn't have to be a huge amount of money, but something that I can do that pays enough for my means. Um, and, you know, anyway, obviously, like you said, ASMR and online and all that is going to be a hard road. I'm not pretty. I'm not a beautiful, gorgeous girl. Um, so I just, and I get it rubbed in my face every day. I was over at Bill's yesterday, and, you know, he's just a big complainer, and he says, you are never, ever. He says, I bet you Shorty had subscribers the first day she was on there. He says, but you, Ron, you will never, ever get any subscribers or very little. You'll struggle. You're not pretty like those girls are. Everybody just immediately falls in love with those girls. And you're just, anyway, he is so unsupportive. I mean, when it comes to music, it's his music. Everything's his. He's the top boy, he's head boy. And everything I do is junk. It's just junk. And according to him. But yet he won't, get up and do anything. He won't try anything. I'm always saying, let's do this. Let's make masks. Let's, before now they're readily available. Let's do something. Let's play some different music. Let's write some songs. Let's do all this stuff. And he's like, nah. He shoots it all down. And then I was going to go on a camp today, a 4-day camp. Well, I don't have reliable transportation. So last night he said, he says, you're not really part of the group. Isn't that nice? You're not part of the group. You weren't there from the beginning when we were all in high school. They don't consider you part of the group. So he said, they're all riding in one van and there's no room for you. I'm like, well, thanks a lot, Bill. Thanks for all the encouragement. You just give me so much encouragement every day. So I just didn't even bother. I didn't go. I don't have time to go. I'd rather spend it on ASMR. I'm just fine. Just online with ASMR and learning Scottish and learning Chinese. And as much as I would love to go camping, and I would love, I'd love it. I would love to go camping with somebody, but there just isn't anybody. When I go camping with Nola, it's not that much fun because, first of all, she's very methodical. So breakfast is served at this time. Everything is there's no time really with Nola to just sit down and enjoy the scenery. She just runs everything on a schedule. She is the opposite of me. I'm really laid back. Want to work on some arts and crafts, do some jewelry, some leather work. And she's so, everything has to be, a certain time segment. I'm probably describing you. Anyway, you and her would get along great because you're almost identical. Sorry, but about being very organized, very everything. And so I got to chuckle though, because she says, "Why don't you listen to me? Why do you have to listen to Shorty?" I said, "Because I'd like to hear a second opinion, even though you and Shorty are identical. You could be sisters in that you are the way you think, the way you do things, the way you're both career women. You're identical. But for some reason, hearing it from you, Shorty, even though when you tell me things and you say, now, Ron, I want you to shape up. Nola's already said that, but I just don't listen to her. But I listen to you. And I thought, boy, you know, oh, I could see the two of you. If the two of you got together, I was going to say the three of us, you and her would be sitting there, you know, pushing me back and forth between you. Oh, God. Yeah, she too would. Anyway, it's just funny. Okay, here we are, 26 minutes. Here I was only going to talk to you for a minute, 26 minutes. I know you'll probably never get around to listening to this because I'm just rambling away. Um, but, yeah. No, can I even do the days of the week again? C-R... oh, God. C-R... Sun... oh, my gosh, I'm forgetting. Oh, no. Sun... oh, gosh. C-R... Sun... Ooh... missing one in there. Oh my gosh, Jordy. See, I need to write it down the best I can because I don't know how to spell it. Because they don't have a vocabulary. No wonder you couldn't spell them for me because they don't have an alphabet. I suppose you're going to have to write out the figures, I don't know what you want to call them, the figures, the little whatever for the days of the week, and just put them on a piece of paper and show me on here, so that I can look at the. Oh God, why can I think of it? Yeah. Anyway, the little symbol. Look at the symbol. Say the week, the day of the week, and the pronunciation. I'll just listen to you over and over again. Leo was Saturday, and was Sunday. Monday was C. Tuesday was No, I'm missing. Oh, okay, sorry. I failed, Shorty. I failed. What do I have to do? Match them to colors? Learn by colors. I'll pull up a color, blue. This means this means that. But I'm going to get through this. I am going to learn this. It's important to me to learn this. It's not just a passing thing. Like I say, I was doing a lot of genealogy, and this was, what is it? It's not exactly Chinese. Anyway, there was a gal that was I was helping, and I was trying to learn. She says, okay, E's are I's. So when you see something written in her language, there was certain ways, where they translated the figurines, the figures, whatever, into actual Roman numerals. Um, anyway, so I was learning to to read them and read them the right way. So yeah, okay. Anyway, what the heck do I know? Anyway, I was getting pretty good at it, and but yeah, she had millions. I mean, she was related to royalty, and so she had the books because they were very good on keeping records, and she had the books that went way back before Christ, way back. Maybe all the way back because they were royalty and they had, scribes and record keepers, unlike the rest of the people. And so, okay, last chance to save on something. I hate these pop-ups. They cover up everything. But so 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 there's I got to go listen to the cameo again. And this time I'm writing down something, or if I have to match it by color until I can actually see how they draw the little pictures that match the days of the week. I guess I can send you a cameo now. And I'm, God. Anyway, okay, Shorty. I better go back to what I'm doing and try to accomplish something. This has just been awful. I made some mistakes. I bought a fertilizer. It's the right kind of fertilizer, but it's very fine. They call it feed grade, which is it's very 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 fine, and it mixes readily with water. There's another kind that's a granular or a prill, and usually on this application I broadcast it dry because it is warm and I'm behind, and it's I can't do that because this stuff is so fine I can't see where it's going. So I have to mix it with water and put it in the tank and spray it on. And otherwise I wouldn't have had this problem. Who cares about the pumps and the engines? But because of that, I have to spray it on. The next application, the last one that should have been going on now, will be dry. I have some stuff, phosphorus and potassium, that has some nitrogen in it, and it will be dry broadcast, and then I'm done. And oh my gosh. And then I can try to sell this business again, and if I can't, then what the heck, I'll just cut it up in small pieces. I don't know what I'll do, and just get rid of it. Get it out of my hair and go get another job where I'm working for somebody else and not have all this paperwork and regulations and you name it, all these licenses and all this extra money, that they charge for this and they charge for that, and it just never ends. And so that's one thing when you're working for somebody else, they get to handle all that. And working for yourself, you think, wow, I could do anything I want. I can go on vacation if I want. I can, but it's not really true because now you have all these bosses, hundreds of them. So, and when it comes to going camping, I have nobody to go with. I used to go with the band. We used to go camping when we would do a show that was out of town. We'd camp someplace, after the show, and then come back the next day. That way we're not driving in the dark. Um, I don't like to drive in the dark. You might hit a deer or a skunk or something. And so, okay then, I'm going to flip this little there. Oh no, 35 minutes, Shorty. If you don't want to watch this, fine. You can push it off till winter when, I don't know. So, okay, it's back to learning the days of the week again. I can't believe it. I know there's a prefix in front of those things, and now I can't even think of it. And you can't write it down. So I'm gonna have to get on the computer, pull up Chinese stuff, pull up those little figures. How do they, oh, how do they write stuff? I mean, wouldn't that like take up like a whole mountain of pages to write a book with all those figures? There's a lot I just love to learn. So, okay, I will see you later. I will talk to you later. I will try to limit my, I don't even know if I could do a cameo. 5 minutes or less, no, 3 minutes, and then do a 5-minute personal video. Me, 5 minutes? That's impossible. You know how I am. I just can't stop talking. So I'm going to practice sending you 1-minute updates. And it's just hard for me to do because I want to talk about everything and show you everything. And you're like, Ron, I'm busy. Come on, I got a full-time job, Ron. I'm still moving in, Ron. I'm still, I don't know how you do it all, but I'm sitting there wasting your time. But anyway, I'll send in a cameo request, and if you could draw out those symbols for the days of the week, and make sure I'm saying them right. I said them all the first time, and now that I sat down and talked to you, now I can't remember the prefix. But I'll get it down. I will get it down. I'm gonna learn this, Shorty. I'm gonna learn this stuff, and I'm gonna learn it well. Okay then, you take care. Bye-bye, Shorty.